Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. What else but some news from Ukraine. And remember, and I know you do, I was telling you how these guys are preparing us for the final decision and the final piece of news. So they want to achieve, let's say they want to punch you in the face. They will not straight come to you and say, I want to punch you in the face. No. They start from the very beginning, small steps. Remember? Hey, how are you? Then they make a few steps forward and say, hey, what's going on? You look strange. And they come closer and say, did you say anything? No, I didn't say anything. I thought you said something. Flinch a little bit. And then they push a little bit. And then they punch you. So they go with stages, steps by steps, they go up until they reach the point that they want. But you have to understand, if you find a pattern in any issue from someone, you find the first step, you can look at where it's gonna go. So you stop it right there. Or you plan accordingly, because he's gonna start here, he probably wants that. And the next step, if it's going to go left or right, and you plan. So these guys, the Ukrainians, are doing exactly that. Besides the mass media, which is a weasel medium, always been. And we have here, the goal is, remember when the Americans, the United States of America, said, hey, Ukraine, because for whatever reason, we are on the side of the good, we're going to provide you with those HIMARS missile systems launching long range, blah, blah, blah. But because pinky promise, remember that pinky promise? You will not use them to hit any targets in or on the Russian territory, okay? The Ukrainians said, cross my heart, hope to die. Yes, pinky promise, of course. I told you from the very beginning that would not happen, that would not stand. So now they're building step by step by step. This is about the third step. I think it's about 6 steps, all this, and they are the step number 3. And then step number 3, they're like flinching right now. This is what it is, to see how the other ones react. So they are with the first one, hey, how are you? Come closer. And then, hey, did you say anything? Hey, huh? And they're at the flinch now, the little, I'm gonna, this kind of thing. I've been through this all my life, mostly in Romania. So I know how these things go with flinching and building, the bullies come closer. Hey, by the way, thank you very much. 20,000 subscribers today. Posted a video on that. We did it. Some Cabernet Sauvignon tonight. All right. So we have this article from Ukrainska Pravda from today, 27th of July, 2022. Well, first, I gotta say that today is the birthday of the one who started or invented my karate style that I practice all my life, and that's called Kyokushinkai. His name is Masutatsu Oyama from Japan. So he died in 1994. I think he was born 1923, I think on the 27th of July. So happy birthday to you, Mas Oyama. So let's go back here to Danilov comments on strikes on military infrastructure in Russia. Ukraine will not flinch. So, Oleksiy Danilov, Secretary of the National Security Council, said that if necessary, Ukraine, and I'm quoting now, will not hesitate to destroy military targets within the territory of Russia. Nothing wrong with that. I always said in all my videos, if these guys attack me from their territory and invade me, it's fair game. I can hit them back where they came from. Why not? What do you mean? You attack me, perceived by the Ukrainians, but I can't hit you there? I always thought it was, okay, My assessment is that the Russians are not attacking like crazies, even though this guy say, they hit this, they hit kindergarten. Okay, I don't know how purposely they hit them or hit that or not. What would be the purpose of doing that? Create terror, kill the military, and then you conquer, and then that's it. You take over the kids. You don't have to kill the kids. So it doesn't make any sense. The kids will not support the military, but that's a different story. So I always said in my videos, I don't see why the Ukrainians do not have the right to hit the Russians somehow in Russia. They have the right. They should do it, and they should not be blamed about it. Now, the only thing that that creates a problem is the HIMARS that were delivered under the pinky promise. Remember that one? Now, if this Danilov is going to employ the HIMARS to hit targets, then we got a little problem. The problem is that the Russians can also create problems in a way of false flag operations. They say, hey, we've been hit by HIMARS. What's going on, man? Americans, see what they did with your things? It's possible. In a war, everything is possible. People lie all the time, especially during wartime. So, quote, if it becomes necessary, and in parentheses, to carry out strike on the territory of the Russian Federation, end quote, then believe me, no one's hand will tremble to sign what needs to be signed, so that those sites, parentheses, from where shelling is carried out, parentheses closed, which you mention will be destroyed. So even these guys right now at the flinching, we're going to hit, might hit, if necessary, only the military targets. We will not have any problems hitting anything. And the Russians are like, what? This is step number 3. What are you doing? He didn't mention yet any HIMARS. Moreover, the president's statement that we will respond in the territories where anything is coming from confirms this. We know about all the ordnance and missiles fired from planes or ships at our country. That's fair game. According to the Secretary of the National Security Council, Ukraine knows the places from where the Russian invaders are shelling our territory. Definitely, you got the information. Moreover, 74% of rocket attacks by the Russian invaders have hit civilian infrastructure, schools, hospitals, shopping centers, and cultural centers. I greatly doubt that. I have the right to doubt it, and I tell you why. They all lie. And the problem is my evidence for that is most of the videos I make regarding the Russians hitting targets coming from the paid corporate mass media in the West and the Ukrainian mass media is 98% of time, the Russians missed, they hit schools, they hit children, they hit this. I do not believe that these guys could be. I'm very skeptical, okay? I'm very skeptical about that. I'm not saying it's, I don't know the proportionality, but oh my God, 74%, I don't think so. It's very exaggerated. Also, according to Danilov, the Russians are releasing inaccurate, outdated missile across Ukraine. Like they have like First World War grenades or something. I don't even know if they were in the First World War grenades. I think there were some. Danilov believes that the end of the war will result in Russia's decolonizing. Well, that's another thing, that he thinks that the Russia will collapse. That would be, I would say the same. I would say the same thing. The only way Russia loses if it's going to be from within. If the current leaders in Russia will be decapitated, thrown away, and the other guys will show up and will take the Russians' pants down, make her bend over, and push it towards the West with the butt first. That's the only way. Otherwise, how is it going to lose? Has nuclear weapons. What are you talking about? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.